How is everyone doing? It's a new week. We got a fresh start. We got some Monday night Idle Heroes fun. So it's EmParallax here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over this week's event. I'm going to talk about the wishing fountain and why you shouldn't underestimate it. I'm going to talk about, why I'm not going to be doing any of the shelter missions, and we'll see where it goes from there. So diving in, I'll just take a look. 465 regular wishing coins. Take a quick look at the event. Nothing too fancy, just value packages. Wishing event, and if you get 300, you'll get 5 glorious relics, Karim, and 2 prophet orbs. Well, in general though, you do get a solid amount of prophet orbs just as it is. So we're gonna see how close I can get to. I don't feel like doing the math right now. I might be close to getting 2 completed, but we'll see. If I can't get a full 2, we're not going to go for it. I'm really not a fan, or not a fan, well, really not a fan of the super wishing coins. As you can see, I have quite a few, and I'm just never lucky. I think out of all of the super wishing coins and whatever they super casino chips and all that, before they changed the name, I've only gotten maybe 1, or maybe, I know 1, maybe 2 5-star heroes. So, but first, let's just dive right in. First thing I wanted to talk about is, guys, if you're doing, and I can't even find it, if you're doing the wishing fountain, make sure you take a look at just Google Idle Heroes wishing fountain. One of the first things that pops up is a little website with some tips and tricks. Basically, that's not my website, so I'm not trying to get you guys to click my link or something I made, but it just has some information. What you want to look for is a table, and it basically, at different levels, there's certain items that vary, right? So obviously you could get different artifacts, different 5-star, 4-star. I think it's depending on your level, it's not always a 5-star. But the main items that I'm concerned about, and what you should be concerned about, is gold, spirit, and magic dust. So I know a lot of these, depending on what you need, at least for me, right now, gold and spirit, I mean, are nice. It's not really critical, but depending on what stage in the game you are, you want to make sure that you don't do a bunch of 8 spins on the lowest tier gold or spirit and magic dust run. So for example, and you click, obviously you can see the odds, but for this, my lowest is 125k, middle is 250, top of the road is, I think, 375 for me. And then I think it's 50, 100, 50k, 100k, 150k, and then 40, 60, and 80 for magic dust. So just make sure, if you're going to do, and we're going to start spinning this one. It's an average, low average. So we might try to get a few, maybe get the 4-star and the orange gear off this one. Then we'll do that free refresh. But just make sure you check that. It seems small and insignificant, but if you're doing a lot of, at least if you're doing a considerable amount of rolls, it adds up. And especially if you're trying to focus on your low on gold or low on spirit, it can make a big difference. And this is one of the events that I used to use and still do, and that's why my gold pool is like, or gold cash flow, or my wallet, whatever you want to consider it. I have a ton of gold, and this is one of the events that monthly really helps that, when I go through and just do roll after roll after roll. And obviously, as you saw, 34%. Gold is a pretty high chance of hitting, so it can quickly boost your reserves for these 3 items. So just like I said, make sure to go to that. Just Google it, check it out, make sure you're getting the most out of your spins, because it's usually now the reward for fully completing the casino event is not amazing, and the biggest thing is just farming that resources, in my opinion. So we're going to do 1 or 2 more rolls, maybe see if we get lucky. Actually, I think we're going to be done now. We got most of the stuff I wanted. So let's do a refresh and see what we're at. See here, 125, 40, and 50. This is actually a pretty terrible roll. So if you're hurting for gems, see it's a 50 refresh. I'm going to go ahead and refresh until I get out of the, oh my goodness, we're getting really unlucky. I should have just stayed right where I was. We are getting so unlucky. Oh my goodness, is it even changing? There we go. I should have just stayed where I was. That was horrible. We just spent like 400 gems. So that's the risk, again, but I don't want to just sit there and get half of the amount. So if you do have a good roll and are hurting on gems, don't refresh. And that was a terrible example, usually, or maybe a perfect example of how unlucky you could get. However, like I said, just make sure, try to go on at least a medium roll. It is very rare. Don't go spend a ton of gems trying to get the highest tier. I think maybe once or twice I've gotten like the 370 5K. So don't waste your time in gems on that. Just try not to get the lowest amount. And that I'm saying that just for gold. Spirit is kind of fluctuates, but so that's kind of all my knowledge I wanted to drop on you guys about the wishing fountain. I really wish, while we're on that topic, I really wish that they would do more super wishing fountain events. Like, I understand, like, remember back on the original Sin Amuvor, they had that where you got a certain amount of those, whatever they were, certain event item based on how many super wishing fountain coins or whatever you want to call them. And that was awesome. So they actually were used to get something better. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, okay, 10 wishing coins or whatever range. They always make it a lot higher usually. Maybe 25 is some reward, 50 is a reward, 75 is a reward, and 100 is a reward. Like a decent one. So you actually, it's worth spending them. What I used to do, since there was really no other use for them, I would go ahead and I'd waste them all, not waste, but use them all when I would do just the regular casino event or wishing fountain event. So now I just save them in hopes for whenever a big event rolls around, they'll be useful. But I do think that would be a cool addition for them to add as just a super wishing fountain event. Make sure, let me just curious, it is called the super wishing fountain. Awesome. So let's go take a quick peek, see how we are doing. Oh, I am absolutely, wow. It is every wishing fountain. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying any attention. I already went through it once. Oopsie. Well, I think then we're definitely going to be able to go through it twice because we still have 217. It's going to be really close. So I guess we're just going to keep going. I guess I was talking too much and that's what I get. But fully completed one run. We'll just keep going, try to fully complete another one, get some more glorious relics. I'm waiting right now on, I think, more fodder for KB. I've been putting KB. KB's doing work already. He's a E1 right now, but oh my goodness, even putting him in at, 5-star, even putting him in at E1, he still does usually like 3 million damage, which isn't a lot for an E, obviously at the E3 level, he probably will do like 16 to 21. I've seen a KB deal 30 million against me before. So hopefully we get to that stage. Probably not, just because I don't have super classed out artifacts. But that is kind of the main focus right now. So hopefully, well, I think I'm saving. I need 1 KB. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if I used it to, if I have a bunch or if I have none left over. So I'm going to keep checking because I didn't do any math. We need, how many more rolls? 300. We need 180, 180 spins. So 18 times 8, whatever that is, that's 80, like 120 more, I think. I'm going to just go with 120. I don't know. We're just going to do 18, so that was 1. Try to keep count in my head so I don't have to keep rambling that off for you guys. But like we're saying, we're going to just keep rocking with KB. I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday. I know Monday is always tough, whether it's work or school, especially after last weekend. At least I had Monday off, so that was a godsend, not having to drag myself into work. But work's been going well, always something to do. Just day goes by so quickly. It's just there's always something to do that I should be doing instead of going home and relaxing. But glad to be here with you guys hanging out. I look for this week. I'm going to try to, before the new event on Thursday drops, we're going to try to do a profit orb guide. I was going to go ahead and do that guide, but like you guys saw if you watched the most recent video, they have new hero enabling changes. So we did a short little video and a little first impressions on that, and we ended up not doing the profit orb. So I'll be looking to do that either this week or this weekend, just to keep up with everything there. So I hope your guys' squads are progressing. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. If you are, make sure to hit me with that like and subscribe. We have an amazing, I'm going to just do a little plug for my community. We have an amazing community here that is willing to help you guys ask the questions. I will try. I have not been doing as well as keeping up with answering questions on each of my videos. It's gotten quite busy, but I will try to answer any questions. The community is usually good about responding to if you need some help. So hit a like, hit a subscribe, hang around. We got tons of good videos for you. So I think I probably went over. Nope, we need to do 2.5. So 2, we could just do 3 basically. And I think we have just enough. We're actually going to do 1. I think I need 24. So we're going to save some just because we completely went through, just had enough. I think we're going to have 5 tokens left over, which is pretty nuts. I should have checked just to see how much gold and spirit and magic dust we gained, but it's definitely a considerable amount, helping build up the coffers for whenever we go through another wave of hero promotion and making that fodder is expensive. So going through, fully completed it again, have probably 130 plus, 143 super wishing tokens. Now we already got 49 profit orbs. We still have a ton of prophet's blessing, and what I'm doing is saving that for once we get KB. I think, let's see, maybe I'll do some hero replacements, trying to get KB up there, but we'll see. I'm kind of saving it for a rainy day. But right now, so fully completed Wishing Well event, twice perfectly, good, so I actually did math right. Now, I'm not, and I've told you guys before, so now for me, I don't do shelter missions because the gear, I have enough gear, at least right now for one squad, and usually when each event rolls around, I'm able to get another full set of each tier that they offer. So really, the reason I don't do this, unless I need a specific hero that I don't have or need for fodder, I don't like to do these missions because I, in essence, lose by 2 5-star heroes for 1 5-star hero in gear. So if you need the gear, obviously, or want that hero, you can get rid of a few 4 stars and a fodder hero to get maybe a hero you want plus some gear. For me, however, even these two, I will do a light and dark if I want the light or dark hero. I really don't want DA. I don't have any mage tech. I don't plan on having any mages in my squad anytime soon. I'm still trying to get the warrior tech maxed for KB when he gets put in my squad. Gurk, not really. I don't have any copies of Gurk right now, I don't think. So that's just why I'm going to save the gems, save the heroes, which I really need both light and dark fodder heroes, or at least light I definitely need. And dark, I mean, it's just hard to come by fodder. So unless you really need the hero, it isn't worth it in my opinion. So just giving you guys another quick look at my squad, then we'll be done for today. So like you said, we got the Omnivore, Valk, Demon Hunter, same squad. Looking to get KB put in the squad, probably replace Bloodblade, but we're gonna not do, I don't want to keep doing breakdown E3s, so we're gonna build up. We're gonna get a few 9 stars, a 10 star and all that to get KB to E3, the tough slow way through grinding. I mean, or those KB, or those, excuse me, Karum copies will be useful here to get him up to 9 star, maybe even 10 star, depending. Obviously, we got Bod and this one here as fodder in the lineup right now. We are going to eventually, once I get KB in my squad, I might start working on, obviously we might get the PvE squad going. So we'll get Sig built. We might build Heartwatcher first just because she's a monster at PvE, and start working towards that separate PvE and PvP squad. Next, I don't know if we're going to do Belrain or Asmodal. I think I have more copies of Asmo, so we'll have to see how that goes. But that's just kind of what we're looking on progressing. A lot of fun stuff coming. I don't know what the next event's going to be, but I'm sure it'll be something we can do at least something with. So be on the lookout for more hero improvements, that Prophet Orb guide, what Prophet, Prophet Tree guide, which Prophet Orbs you should use on which factions and why, and at each stage of the game. All that good analysis and fun is yet to come. Hope you guys again enjoyed the video, are having a great Monday, and EmParallax here, and remember, it's all about how you look at things.